first ride out on the road bike for a while, a few weeks. It's been windy, so I'm a fair weather cyclist at the moment. So I'm going to ride up to Monteach and get lunch. A couple of guys I met on a bike spin, Lee and Neil. Neil's from Newcastle. Opened up this really cool cafe type restaurant for bikers, for cyclists, and it's really cool. It's got a bike shop in it. So I'm just going to take a ride up. It's no wind today, it's a beautiful day, it's a Sunday, and show you what it's like. So this is the sanctuary for donkeys. That's where we stay. And it's just at the foothills of Monteach Mountains. There's two mountains. I used to think Monteach was the name of the mountains, but it's kind of not. Monteach is the village that's nestled between the two. You've got Foy, which is the highest one, about 750 metres, and Picot. And Picot is the one on the right. Foy is the one on the left. So we've got about, I'd say about 8 kilometres to go, and we got to climb up another 450 metres. So Monteach's at about 550 metres, Foy's at about 750, and Picot's at about 650. And it's a beautiful day. September and October are the best months here. I mean, it's 28 degrees, no wind, no tourists, all to myself. This is the start of the climb. I've got 3 kilometres to cover, 200 metres of elevation. We're already at 120 metres, and this thing picks up as I get around the corner here. There's a couple of hairpin bends. Sit in the saddle, pedal low gear. I actually feel good today. Legs feel good. But then I realise I got a fucking tailwind. I mean, look at it. Sometimes you get that way, like, geez, I'm fucking motoring. It's like I'm not even pushing the pedals. And then you realise you've been pushed along by the wind. But the watts I'm putting out today are good. Like, I'm averaging 250, and it's been great. Really enjoying it. So, put the camera back in, man up, breathe heavy for a while, and get to the top of this fucking mountain. That's the Algarve there below. I'm leaking. I think that creatine makes you sweat a lot. Reason why I'm wearing arm warmers and it's 34 degrees is I've already had enough sun today. I go from 8 o'clock, half 8 to half 9 this morning. I do my kind of yoga, mobility, bait exercises and get in the water. So that's enough sun for me for the day in my skimpy skimpies. So I don't want to get any more. I don't like wearing sunblock. I think there's more some data on that, but we've about 5k up to the cafe. Nearly there. Going to come up into this little town. It's a nice little run in, a few little ups and downs, and then we'll get some lunch. But that went a lot easier than the last time I went up that climb. The last time I went up that climb, I was in my lowest gear. Today I was in my second lowest, driving on between 250 300 watts, heart rate 180, up near the max, but able to maintain it for 4 kilometres. So all good, all good. So we're in the start of Monteach village. I just realised it's Sunday. I'm riding 1 hour, 1.75 hours, and I'm hungry. And I just thought maybe this place is closed on a Sunday. I'm hoping it's not. It's 200 meters up here. Everywhere closes one day a week in the summer, so it's not summer anymore. So some places close Monday, some places close Tuesday. But Montchique is a different kettle of fish. This is old school, everything's closed. So I'm hoping it's open. Yeah, so they are open. Caipirinha, mojito, gin and tonic. £5. Get in. So that was a grand old feed. I had the vegetable soup and I had the vegetarian burger with fries and coffee. I met a nice couple there, English couple that were sitting beside me. She was a doctor and he was something else. But yeah, yapping away, gave him a few little tips on where to go, as I usually do because I'm a little bit bossy. So, heading to Marmolettes, which is about 8k from Lagos, maybe a little bit more, 10k. And then we have a little descent down into the Barragem, which is where the reservoir is for most of the Algarve, and then bomb down into Lagos. Pretty cool. What a great day. So I've come down the climb there, and we got 73k an hour top speed. There's the top of the mountain, and then down, this is the Barragem. So this is the lake that gives all the water to Lagos and the surrounding area, and as you can see, there's fuck all. But rain is on the way tomorrow. Let it rain. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Click. That was a good day today. I enjoyed it. Come on, son. Earned me Sagres Mini for today. I'm on my, geez, it must be 200 days now of doing Kundalini yoga with some mobility, and I've added in for the last, say, 3 weeks, Bates method eye exercises. It's easy to add stuff in once you get a routine, I've found. And all of these things I've tried to do, failed throughout my life. So, especially with yoga, I'm not that flexible, so I've always kind of been competitive. So then when I see someone that's super bendy, I think, like, fuck, I'm never even going to get to that. Or I daydream or a bunch of other stuff. But here's the thing. That's about, like, since April, the only days I've missed, I was in bed for 7 days, sick there, and I got out of bed on the 28th of August. So I was in bed from the 21st to the 28th of August. Just sick, not COVID, just sick. Flu, couldn't get out of bed. And so I missed a couple of days. I still managed to get up and do a few days in the gym because I didn't really leave my bed at all. But I did manage to get up a few days and do a couple of routines just to get moving. But the last week, and this is where consistency comes in, something happened when I was doing the Kundalini yoga, which was and there's a rotation kind of one where you move the lumbar spine, but I didn't know you'd move the thoracic as well. And I watched the video of it and I was able to do it. And that's taken me 200 days, like 6 months or whatever the fuck it is. But that's the thing about consistency in anything. You got to do it a lot. And then all of a sudden you find this little spark or this little key that makes you go to the next level. And I suppose it's the same with anything, with jiu-jitsu, with video games. You got to play through all these levels before you get to this fucking machine gun, and then you just fucking annihilate everybody. So I'm really happy with that, and I'm really enjoying it. And it's easy for me to add in, like, say, the eye exercise, which makes a big difference. You're just improving the strength of the muscle of the lens and your eyes. Now, today's spin was great. I really enjoyed it. I hit 73k an hour on the way down, which is faster than I've gone before. I think 72 was the fastest I went there. 73 is good. Beautiful day. Really enjoyed it. There was one thing I wanted to talk about, and that was safety on a bike and people telling you to wear a helmet, doing all these things. Now, if you notice today, I wasn't wearing a helmet, but I wasn't taking any chances. That 73k an hour is dead straight. And if I crash there, I shouldn't be on a fucking bike. I will wear a helmet if I'm out with other people, because that's really where your risk goes up. On my own, in all the years I've ever ridden a bike on a road, have I crashed a couple of times? Stupid things like holding your hands on the tops of the bars without your thumbs under, and hitting a pothole when you're not looking around, falling into the bike, shit like that. But you're always just going to land on your shoulder or your fucking thing. So, like today, if I was wearing a lid or not wearing a lid, wasn't taking any chances. If I go out with a group, I'll wear one. But there is a very, very good thing that I'd recommend everyone gets, which is I have a Garmin light on the back of the bike, and it's got a radar, and it sends a signal to the head unit on the bike. Or if you don't have a head unit on the bike, which is a computer to give you all the stats, you can do it to your phone, have your phone connected to it, and it beeps and tells me from 200 meters where the car is, and I can see on the screen as it moves up. I can see what speed it's going. If it's red, it means it's coming up fast. And this is the biggest thing with cycling: getting hit from behind by some guy in a car, or when you're looking behind, you tend to drift out, and there might be a car just behind you, and you're just kind of checking behind, maybe to take a left or take a right, and you drift out into it. Or if you're coming down a descent, you're not really focused on what's coming up, because you're looking behind to see if anyone's going to try and overtake you on the bend, because obviously they want to see a cyclist in front of them. But this Garmin thing, I think they're about $200, but the best $200 for safety you're ever going to spend on a bike, because I'm confident it's never been wrong once. I've used it all over the place. Used it in LA, used it here. It's always spot on, always bang on, and you can gauge exactly where it is. So yeah, I was flying today. I was putting out good watts. Haven't been on the bike in fucking ages. It's summer. It's hot, and it's been windy. It gets windy in August, so just haven't been out on the bike. So today's, yeah, I was happy with it. After the feed, it was just kind of a handy little spin back down. I've set up another YouTube channel. I'm going to leave this one for vlogs. I just thought I'd do a bit at the end of this. Not so much vlogs, but just like little films I'm making and little shit. And like say, out on the bike today, just to kind of keep myself honest. And the channel is going to be called Serpico Ninja Podcast. And it's me just talking about mainly just thoughts, mainly like things that have cropped up. I'm writing a book, so shit that's come up in the book, or lessons I've learned today, or me thinking out loud. And they're all done in one take. Everything's one take. I don't edit it. I don't rehearse it. I don't script it. I just have maybe an idea in my head before I press the record button, and that's it. So I've put out about 4 or 5 of those. I'm going to leave a link for that. And it's like I say, they're not cries for help. They're just thoughts out loud. They're fluid. They'll change, But I'm constantly trying to figure shit out. So it just keeps me honest, and keeps me, yeah, just trying to. And I think a lot of people like the bit at the end more so than me on my bike. So I just thought I'd do the bit at the end and just call that a podcast. Eventually, I'll probably talk to people. We'll see.
I'll see how it goes. Like all these things, you have a great idea at the start, or you come up with an idea at the start, and then give it 6 months of doing the same thing, and then it just turns into something else. So at the moment, it's just me talking about whatever I want to talk about, and yeah, you know, I'm not pushing it, but I'm enjoying doing them. Getting used to the camera, getting used to the audio, the lighting, doing all that shit again. Whereas when you don't use the camera for a while, it all becomes a little bit alien. So it's keeping me up to date with everything. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're all doing well. Until the next one, Hare Krishna. We are all one. Hare Krishna.